Hey, howdy, everybody, and welcome back. Good evening and happy Tuesday of a short week, or at least what is hopefully a short week for those of us in these United States of America. It is Thanksgiving week, and I am fortunate enough to be in a place where tomorrow's my Friday. I get Thursday, Friday off. Not that it really counts, because I'm actually doing 2 Thanksgivings this year. Somehow they multiplied, and I'm not sure what happened. But I'm going to a Friendsgiving on Thursday, and then a smaller family get together on Sunday. So even though I've ended up with a 4-day weekend, 2 of those days have already been claimed. Isn't that just like the holidays? It's not time off. It's just time away from work to go do other responsibilities. There's no winning. There's truly no winning. I suppose getting to spend a bunch of time with my friends is just, I guess that's winning. I suppose that's a positive thing in my life. But what that means is, hooray, stream time. Can actually stream a bit. I continue to feel better and better as the days go on, and less sinusy things are lingering. Hopefully, this remains the case. I will say I'm getting a little tickly in the throat right now, but hopefully nothing that is going to get in the way of tonight. Because tonight, we are closing the book on one specific chapter of our lives here. It is another demo disc dive. And we're going to be looking at the final issue that was released for the PS1. Yes, all good things must come to an end. And PlayStation Underground Volume 4, Issue 4 was the last one released for the PS1. And in fact, the entirety of the issue isn't even available on the PS1. It's on the PS2. Yes, the final issue was actually a split disc situation, a split console situation. There's always been 2 discs to the PlayStation Undergrounds, but this is the first time where disc 1 is the PS1 disc and disc 2 is on the PS2, which, when you think about it, is nuts. That's like an actually insane decision to make. On one hand, I guess it makes some sense because yes, you need to, the PS2 is out, the PS2 exists, people have it in their homes, so you need to move the magazine, up with it. However, it is crazy to release an issue that requires your subscribers to have both consoles. Now, you could probably make the argument that most people who were subscribed to the PlayStation Underground probably were super fans enough that they would have had both. But there's probably a really solid amount of people who didn't. So I'm very curious what these discs are going to look like. Because I imagine there needs to be some sort of transitionary message or something for the people who haven't adopted the PS2 yet, while still making that PS1 disc worth exploring and have content on there that makes it worthwhile. So we're gonna find out, and time permitting, we may also look at the what was actually the final issue of the PlayStation Underground, which was there was one more, basically, is how that went. They made the split disc for Volume 4, Issue 4. And then there was one more release, Issue 5, Volume 1. And that one was exclusive, was only on the PS2. And that was it. Now, I know that might sound sad, but the good news is that it then continued on as the official PlayStation magazine. Basically, I need to actually like look into what actually happened, but from what I can gather, PlayStation Underground was phased out, but then all of that other all of the like marketing content and behind the scenes stuff and everything started getting added to the official PlayStation magazine discs, which was not the case on the PS1. The official PlayStation magazine discs on the PS1 were just demos only, right? All the information was in the magazine itself. There were no, at least at the ones that we looked, or the ones that I kind of picked at random, there was no like developer interview stuff or anything like that. There were probably like trailers for some of the games, but by and large, it was just straight up demo discs, right? PlayStation Underground was where all the meat was. Having jumped around and downloaded a couple of random official PlayStation magazine demo discs for the PS2, I can assure you there are in fact the behind the scenes stuff. The Cool Moves crew is on there. At some point, it looks like it all just kind of like absorbed into the singular entity. So the great news is that we are not going to run out of ridiculous video game content from ages past anytime soon. As far as I can tell, we have plenty of discs to continue exploring, which makes me so excited because, as I have expressed before, these are my favorite streams to do. They are so much fun. There's a reason that I decided to keep doing them after the whole jam-packed September thing. They're too fun to contain to a single month. So rest assured, there's plenty more to go. But tonight is going to be the end of what we know officially as the PlayStation Underground. So let's not waste a whole lot of other time yipping and yammering about it. Let's get into it. I got spoiled on exactly one thing that's on the PS1 disc. And I assure you, it is nothing meaningful. If anything, it's kind of a stunning inclusion, given that it was going to be the last disc released for the PS1. But, you know, hey, games are still coming out for the consoles, so I guess we got to cover whatever is on that list. So let's check it out. Jump right in. Very little yap session at the beginning. This was all preamble. Honestly, it was all set up. I guess it's because I just don't have any updates. Nothing happened in my life between last stream and today. Truly, I went to work. End of list. All right. Let's get back underground, folks. This might be the last time I need to ride the volume slider constantly throughout the stream too. Maybe the audio mixing got better on the PS2. Who can say? Oh, we went from CG to real people.
Woohoo! All right, it's party time. I'm here at one of the many shindigs going on around the country to celebrate the launch of the PlayStation 2 computer entertainment system. And to help kick things off, we decided to split up this issue of the magazine. Disc 1 will have all the usual cool stuff that you can play on your PlayStation, but Disc 2 is all DVD, baby. You know what that means. You'll need a PlayStation 2 to play the second disc. You're going to have to scour the countryside for one, because these things are flying off the shelves.
Nice to gloat, Maggie. Just because you've got one already.
If
And
you don't
so
have
does
one, you're
everyone
shit out of
else.
luck.
Okay, so on disc 1, we headed up to Montreal to hang out with the developers of the new Grinch game.
There you
Then
go.
we partied on at some of the biggest PlayStation 2 launch celebrations.
That's what I was talking about. We're getting coverage of
It's a tough
fucking
couple
the
months for you.
Grinch video game.
Hey now, I can only deal with one Grinch per disc.
Yeah, very funny. So, do you want to check out our first PlayStation 2 DVD disc?
Well, it's about time. See you on disc 2.
Nope, and then she gets derezzed. She's dead now. That's how that works. She doesn't get transported to the PS2. They kill that one and then rebuild a new one. All right. A new menu for the last issue. We got the vault, behind the scenes, bulletins. Cool moves for Spyro, Year of the Dragon, and Legend of Dragoon. All right, we got a couple bangers here, and then also Siphon Filter 2 is in there. And I didn't even recognize what that last game is. I have no clue what that was. Download station, event center. All right, we got some stuff. So this is interesting that the vault is on here now, because this would typically be disc 2, but they had to cram all of it on here. So demos for Cool Borders, Driver 2, Mort the Chicken, Star Wars Demolition, You Don't Know Jack Mach 2. All right. I'm not gonna say the strongest collection of demos, but there have been worse. The original You Don't Know Jack games, I have like one memory of them, and it was visiting a friend's house, I think when I was like in 3rd or 4th grade. He had a computer and happened to have You Don't Know Jack, and I, for whatever reason, I just have like a memory of playing that game exactly one time. And also, we were children, so we didn't know fucking trivia about shit. So I do not remember being very good at the game. It would be fun though. I should have done that for an extra life. We should have done like some of like the old You Don't Know Jacks. You know, everybody knows Jackbox now, and everybody knows like things like Quiplash and Trivia Murder Party and everything. But it started much longer ago, with a very different style of game. And it's funny, they made a new You Don't Know Jack in, what was that? That was like, it's like 2012 or something, 2011, 2012. It was PS3 exclusive, I think. And was really good. I played the shit out of that game with my friends. We had an absolute blast with that game, and I'm kind of sad that they've kind of abandoned it. They haven't. Obviously, stuff like Trivia Murder Party is great, but the fact that they have not done like a new, like just a straight up sequel to You Don't Know Jack is kind of wild. We have 11 Jack boxes. None of them have a You Don't Know Jack. All right, let's look behind the scenes of the Grinch video game.
I have a great idea. This year, the Who's will pay.
It's beginning to look a lot like holiday time. We thought you'd like a special treat, a story all in rhyme. Today we'll give you a backstage look, an update of that classic book. You've heard about the movie New. Now the Grinch is a video game too.
I just want to say at the top of this, I think I have seen this before. If I haven't seen this, then I definitely saw some kind of coverage of this game on like G4 TV or whatever G4 was before it was G4. Like for whatever reason, I saw like making of something for specifically the Grinch game on PS1. Sometime in my
Universal,
life.
Approached us in summer '99 with concept The Grinch, which was a video game based on a movie to be released in November 2000.
But I think the Grinch is a great character because it allowed us to reverse the perspective that a gamer has usually. which is be a good guy. In the Grinch, you are a bad guy that can't stand love.
We tried as much as we could to mimic what Jim Carrey would do in the movie. And so basically what we did is we brought that back and then we used that as a reference.
And then we handed it off to a bunch of French guys and had them make a licensed video game.
Grinch. Alas, it is not true. They were French Canadian and hadn't a clue.
At first it was like, who is the Grinch? I didn't really know, so we got the actual cartoon that was made.
I was making a joke, but apparently it was legitimately an issue.
References, books. These were really the references we had for the Grinch. If I knew him before, he would be probably one of my idols because the Grinch, he's so funny. Everybody has a little bit of the Grinch inside.
He is so funny. Imagine having no idea what the hell the Grinch is.
When he heard those whoos, oh, how he'd howl. So
and then Sony comes along, just like, you guys make a video game about this. And I was like, we don't know what this is. We've never heard this. A Grinch.
I'd say the game departs from
he's some sort of a Christmas monster.
What we've done is we've created environments that didn't exist in the story.
You're so crazy.
You go to Who Forest, Who Lake. You go to the dump.
Everyone's favorite Whoville location, the dump. Probably where a great number of copies of this game ended up.
In order to keep joy from the Who's, the Grinch stops at nothing to make certain they lose. What kind of tricks and what kind of toys will this Grinch use to scare Who girls and Who boys?
What we really wanted in the game, we wanted to give the player the feeling that they were actually building them. So what we did is we scattered blueprints of the gadgets throughout the level.
So we put block pushing puzzles in the game,
you know, it's not like
and we gave the green man a gun.
You have to find the blueprints, go back to your computer machine in the Grinch cave, where everything is starting, and then build up the gadget, much like a puzzle, I'd say. You just move
Le green car
until you fit them in place, and then the gadget is activated. I'd say for me, one of the best, I think, is the
riveting gameplay
shooter. I think, I mean, just the idea of shooting rotten eggs, I thought were pretty funny. So green egg, I should say, but you know, the green egg launcher I thought was an interesting weapon to use. You know, just throwing eggs in, you know, people's window and see them, you know, running because it smells so bad. I thought it was pretty interesting.
This poor guy having to find
really
anything to talk about with this game.
But can this new game hope to cause such fear? The answer is quite devilishly clear. The Who's will cringe and quiver and hide as the gamers give in to their Grinchier side.
Time for a facelift, Mr. Mayor.
Ooh, that is a bad Jim Carrey impression.
That we needed to use the tricks and put that in a video game format. So we had to think about tricks that could be played, and you know, with a controller. The funniest tricks are those against the mayor. Let's say you have like the mayor's posters scattered across Whoville, for instance, and then you would have to paint a mustache or change into a clown.
Yeah, great.
God, that's funny. Man, that's the funniest shit I've ever seen done with a controller.
This game that we want. Is it easy to play? Is it done in a day? What do you say?
Interestingly enough,
what do you say?
I don't think this game actually was that bad.
Healthy.
The game is constructed in a way that
it's not an amazing product or anything. I'm not saying everybody go run out and get a copy of the Grinch.
Have fun and finish it and see the ending. But also, to complete the game 100% takes a lot of dedication.
Yeah, I'm not recommending you do any of that.
The challenging puzzle is what we call the clock tower. In the movie, you have a tower which shows this.
But I think the game was like totally fine. Like it was like a totally like fine like action platformer,
basically to change the days that are left, just to
puzzle solving type game.
We now bid adieu to our inventive team. Our excitement can barely stay in at the seam. To you gamers we wish with all of our might, happy holidays to all, and to all, a Grinchy night.
All right, well, the syllable count didn't exactly track there, but I guess it's fine. 2000. Man, what a weird year for everything. Konami was listed on there. I wonder what Konami had to do with that at all. Who knows if there's going to be anything in the bulletins at all. No, all the same stuff. Bunch of fake comments again. CD magazine is great, but will there be a CD magazine for the PS2 machine? PS2 Underground? As you might have noticed, the blah 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 blah, just more fake, just fake questions that they ask themselves. It's so weird. All right, show me some cool moves about my favorite Spyro game, please. Oh, Wild Arms. Okay. All right, let's go through these in order then. All right, let's let's go ahead and just spoil a puzzle from the Legend of Dragoon.
This cool move is for Legend of Dragoon. I'm going to show you how to open the locked chest in the Phantom Ship. Here we go.
Is that the guy from Boundary Break?
In the Phantom Ship, there is a chest that says, evil may come to the person who attempts to open the treasure chest. There's a combination lock on this chest. To get the combination, leave the room where the treasure chest is. Go down to the lower right-hand corner of the screen, and then make your way over to the staircase that leads down to the lower deck of the ship. In the lower deck of the ship, you'll find a hallway filled with ghosts and several doorways you can enter. You must fight your way through the ghosts in the hallway to get to the door all the way in the far right-hand side of the hallway. Once you get into the room at the end of the hall, make your way into the upper right-hand corner of the room, where there's a small sparkling bit on the floor. Press the X button to inspect this, and you'll be visited by 4 ghosts. Each ghost will tell you a different number. Take note of these numbers. For 3 of these 4 numbers are the solution to the combination. Now that you're equipped with the clues that'll help you solve the combination lock, make your way back through the hallway to the upper deck of the ship.
This is a hell of a
First
puzzle.
time you attempt to open this chest, you'll get 10 tries. If you're unsuccessful in choosing the combination within 10 tries, the chest will lock up on you, and you'll have to go get new clues from the ghosts in the lower deck. Using the numbers that the ghosts in the lower deck of the ship told you, rearrange the numbers until you find the correct combination. Whenever you input the incorrect combination, you might see 3 dots appear on screen afterwards. This indicates that one or more of the numbers you chose was the correct number and was in the correct position for the combination.
Oh.
This will help you know you're on the right track when you're trying to figure out the combination. And that's how to open the combination chest inside the Phantom Ship on Legend of Dragoon. You can repeat this up to 6 times.
Good action to make sure that the cut
chest
works.
will reset, which means you'll have to go below decks and get new clues from the ghosts. You'll also get fewer and fewer times to input the numbers before the combination resets each time. Good luck.
Well, I'm glad that there was actually more to it than just literally, yeah, here's the combination. It's actually kind of a fun puzzle that it's like mastermind. All right, Spyro, what do we got?
Welcome to another exciting edition of Cool Moves.
Damn,
This week
John!
we'll look into Spyro.
You're pulling double duty today?
I'm going to show you how to get on top of the temple in Frozen Altars.
Just playing random
Away
bits
from
of a
the
bunch of different
beginning of the
games? Who are you, me?
Up this staircase and around this corner, where you'll come to a ledge you can glide from. From here, you can glide onto the temple.
Didn't
Just
quite
line
line
yourself
up
up on this
the
corner,
game audio
corner of
track.
the temple in view, Then charge over the edge, jump, glide, and flutter at the end to get on top of the temple wall. From here, you can make your way to the top of the temple, or you can glide to another egg, and that's how it's done.
Disappointing. A disappointing showing from a really, really good game. They're just like, here's how you can glide to a thing where it's kind of obvious that that's where you can glide. All right, we got a pair of cool moves for Siphon Filter 2, which we'll probably end up playing sooner rather than later.
Here's a cool move for the level Farcom Expo Center in the game Siphon Filter 2.
Thanks, Nathan.
The troubling part is getting through the ventilation shaft immediately following the second checkpoint without alerting the guards nearby. I'm going to show you how it's done.
The hard part of
Starting
Siphon Filter
here,
is
immediately
playing
after
the
you
game.
acquire your second checkpoint, you want to climb up into the ventilation shaft and then follow it as it winds around the many different corners. What we're looking for here is the 3 ventilation grates. What we want to concentrate on is the second or the middle ventilation grate. That's where we'll get a clear view of the GI. Once again, not this ventilation grate.
Looks like
that's
we're
the
already in
first
somebody's
one,
GI.
but the second one, which is right here. First thing we need to do is go ahead and shoot out the ventilation grate with our pistol. Okay, then you see a GI right down there. Now we need to go in and equip our crossbow because it uses tranquilizer darts. It's very important that we do not kill the GI because that will fail the mission.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Do not want to shoot the GI in
There's
the
a lot
head
of this, and
because that will also
I think
kill
both
the guard,
2
which,
and 3.
Once again, we do not want to do. Shoot them anywhere else on the body.
I guess it's in the first
with your
game too.
crossbow.
Like they have like the scientists that
That'll
you're
take 'em
not
out.
supposed to kill.
And you want to continue down through the ventilation shaft until you reach the final grating. Switch back to your 9mm pistol, shoot that out, and then drop down to the floor below. And that's how you get through the ventilation shaft without alerting all the GIs.
I love how when they cut back for the outro, they're standing in the exact same place that it started in, so you know that that's how they filmed it, right? You know that they filmed it just those 2 things together, probably in the same take. They probably didn't even bother cutting the camera. It's just so funny to me. It's just kind of like, just so clearly obvious. It's just like, oh, that you did not, but you didn't do the thing. But how come you're standing in a different place than what the gameplay like just showed us?
Here's a cool move to get off the rooftop.
Oh,
in
fuck
the
you,
New York slums level. For Siphon
Nathan.
Filter 2.
Kevin's here with the real shit.
What you want to do here is come up onto this fan. Make sure you select a powerful weapon with enough ammo. You have a couple of guards up here that you're going to want to take out. Go ahead and take them easily out with headshots. Have one there on the level of the rooftop that you're on and the one below. Pick up any flak jackets and ammo that
Took
they
a bit
have.
of damage
And come
there,
over here
Kevin.
to this
Maybe.
ledge on top of the roof. Turn around and drop down below. And use your L1 button to see an awning down below that says Clean Rooms, Low Rates. Drop down to that area there, and this will get you down in the street area in the New York slums level, so you can go ahead and continue on. And that's how it's done.
These aren't cool moves. This is, all of these have just been, here's how to play the level. Like Legend of Dragoon, I guess at least that's like it's probably a non-story mandated treasure chest to open. But these other ones have been just kind of like, here's how you finish the level. All right, Wild Arms 2. What's going on in Spiral Tower? Where are we dropping, boys?
In this segment of Cool Moves, I'm going to show you how to get past the Norse God puzzle in the Spiral Tower for Wild Arms 2. Let me show you how it's done. First of all, when you come to this room, you'll notice that there are 7 plates. You must hit these 7 plates in a certain order in order to open up the door to the next room.
I already don't want to do
The
that.
first plate that you want to activate will be this one right here. The one that talks about the mother's face. The second plate you want to hit will be this one over here. The one that talks about 2.
third plate you want to hit, it's going to be this one.
It took 3 and we're out of things to say about them.
Here's where you're going to want to press the fourth plate. Fifth plate.
This sucks. These aren't cool moves, man.
The sixth plate.
Remember with the racing game where they like
And
show them
lastly, the
like
seventh
fucking
plate.
up, like how to like jump part of the track like 4 times in a row before then
as
showing
you
them
see,
pulling off the
that
move,
will
and it's just
open
like,
up the
oh,
door.
that is pretty cool.
And that's how it's done.
This is just literally just play the video game. Man, PS1 people kind of got the shaft on this last issue, I think. We can see what's in the download station. I don't know. We generally we have skipped over these, but I guess it's a special occasion. You get all characters an ultimate fighting championship. Oh, yeah, you get an all clear for Incredible Crisis. All clear for the Jungle Book Rhythm and Groove. All level clear in 007 The World Is Not Enough. All right. So again, just a lot of downloads. They're just kind of like, pretend you beat the game. All right, Event Center, do not do me wrong.
PlayStation 2. It's on everyone's mind these days, and leading us into its North American launch, the excitement and anticipation surrounding it is starting to blow a few minds.
Man, the graphics is outstanding out here. I'm loving it.
The graphics is sweet, especially on that fighting one down there.
Controllability of the games are unbelievable. I mean, it's very smooth.
The graphics, that's what it's all about. It's the graphics.
More real-life playing experience.
It's pretty close to cinematic quality. It's unbelievable.
It's not. It's not. I know you think it is, but it ain't.
Of the PlayStation 2. Since we've never been known to miss out on free food and drink, we flew down to LA for what turned out to be a rather raucous rave.
Oh man, this is beautiful. As you can see,
Great alliteration.
we got hundreds of kids having fun playing PlayStation 2, dancing in the unison of the music. This is, I think, what the urban culture. They play video games. They listen to music. They go to raves. All the kids here, they play video games, And you go to a rave, you play video games.
That guy has a look.
When you win, same difference, It's all good.
Dancing in video games. What better life is that?
This was definitely a rave to remember.
Oh,
some people
God.
were dancing up a storm out on the floor, and some were creating.
Look at all
another
these
type of
white
storm playing
people.
video games. We were interested in what their favorite games were.
Ready to rumble too. Shaquille O'Neal with that reach, baby. Busting him up. I got to beat up Michael Jackson. I feel good, man. I got to beat up Michael Jackson. It's really intricate fighting, and it's
A quote for the ages.
Looks great. Finally realized as it should be.
Oh, come on now.
Fanavision's actually really good too, which I
Fuck yeah, Fanavision.
Something to show off the power. Great demonstration of its lighting. And
This guy
particle
gets
effects.
it.
I like the football one over there in the bar area, the 21 and up area. The football one has nice graphics. You got the people on the side.
God, wearing
You see them drinking their Gatorade while they're playing. And
wearing
I mean, how can you get any real?
costume contacts in earnest.
In San Francisco. That's where computer entertainment was celebrating in style. Of course, when it came to having an opinion on which games were the best, these folks needed no prompting.
The favorite thing, obviously, has been Madden 2001. It's just been great. I mean, everything from the realism of the rain scene, I think is totally cool.
Ooh.
And I love watching, the
No.
breathing and the running through the field. So, not only do you get to play football, but you get to actually feel like you're there.
The Tekken Tag tournament.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Well, my favorite game was SSX, the snowboarding game. I thought the visual effects were really great. The graphics was awesome.
Also a correct answer. Basically, anyone who said anything. Wayne Brady, what are you doing here?
Before you could say honey roasted peanuts, we were back on another plane headed for LA. With no invitation in sight, we made a feeble attempt to crash a star-studded.
Oh, very, very, very good. Very good compositing here.
Now, we may have been starstruck, but Maggie did manage to strike up some conversations.
I'm a huge PlayStation fan. I've been waiting for this day. I'm gonna cry right now. I think
They
I'm
got
gonna
the
cry.
name of the
I'm a
show
huge
wrong.
fan.
They got it wrong. They used the wrong who's. They listed it as who is line is it anyway. Put some fucking respect on the name of the show that truly made me who I am today.
Oh, I'm having a blast. I mean, there's music, food, and PlayStation. It's pretty much a guy's heaven. I think I can pretty much quit my TV show and just sit up here on the roof and play.
Maggie, the epitome of the inquiring mind, just
You
had to
can
know
never
when was
quit,
going to
Wayne.
subscribe
You
to
can never
PlayStation Underground.
quit.
Now that I know that PlayStation Underground is around, I'll be there. I'll definitely be there. Can I get codes and tips and whatnot?
Oh, yeah.
Then I'll do it. Because when I can't beat it, I just cheat. It's sad but true.
Even though we were wiped out from our trips, we were brimming with confidence that the PlayStation 2 launch would be a huge success. Why? Because of the word on the street.
Actually, I already got one reserved for the day it comes out.
Most definitely. I already have mine pre-ordered.
Yeah, definitely. The 26th, I'll be either camping or I'll be knocking doors to get.
Oh yeah, I wonder if the guy with the PlayStation shirt has ordered a PlayStation 2.
And I'm definitely gonna go buy me one right when it comes out.
Can we not be so close to this man's face?
I'm hoping to get 2.
I can't wait for them to come out. I'm gonna get like 6 of them.
And sell 5 of them. That guy looked like weirdly similar to a real human being in my life, and it threw me off for a second. That's it. That is all that is on this disc. What a bummer if you were a PS1 owner and this was the last issue that you got. There's really nothing on here. There's nothing on here. There's some behind the scenes for a licensed Christmas game that you don't want. And then video footage of everybody moving on without you. Let's see if there's anything on this disc, any hidden shit, maybe one final hurrah. One last little like, hey, thanks for everything. I'm not even seeing it on, like, it doesn't even come up for, like, on the sites that we've been using. PlayStation, let's just do a search for just all issues and see. Doesn't look like it, man. What a bummer. What a total bummer. You would think that they would have put something. I guess they really just get a PS2 or die. Yeah, nothing. Which means that there's also no codes on the PS2 disc either. Which is a sad state of affairs, but I guess that's just how it is. You gotta keep up with the times, baby, or they will leave you behind. Well, the good news for us is that these limitations don't apply to us. We have the ability to just immediately launch into the next thing. And thank God, because that was a bummer. So let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. Here's disc 2 officially on the PS2 now. Oh, and this is going to be in widescreen. So let's do that instead.
Wow, that was so cool. Check out the architecture. This thing is awesome.
That's our new interface control system, completely redesigned for the PlayStation 2.
I gotta say, the video quality doesn't look that much better.
I love the new Neotech look.
Yeah, Maggie, why don't you tell the viewers what we have in store for them?
Alrighty then, the team from Tecmo dropped by to give us a taste of their new DOA 2 hardcore game.
Oh, and Maggie, don't forget about our trip out to LucasArts to check out the new Starfighter game.
We just looked at Dead or Alive 4 for the Xbox 360. Now here we are.
We also have cool moves, downloads, and all the other stuff you've come to expect from the PlayStation Underground, so check it out. Okay, I'm gonna float around here a while checking out all the new PlayStation 2 stuff. See you on the inside.
Man, they really bumped her polygons, if you know what I'm saying. Oh boy. All right, here we are. This is our weird ass menu for this disc. So, I kind of dig, if I'm honest. Got movies, we got cool moves for fucking Madden. SSX, Fantavision, fuck yeah. Ooh, and just a full ass tutorial for Fantavision. Great. All right. Well, so this is gonna be, I'm assuming this is gonna be demos. Yeah. A demo for Silent Scope. Baxter, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going? Good evening, everyone. Hope your stream went well. We are, you are just in time. We are looking at the first issue of PlayStation Underground that was released on the PS2. We've been looking at a bunch of demo discs and PlayStation Undergrounds for a couple months now, all in the PS1, and now we have officially entered the next generation. So welcome everybody for what's on the horizon in video games. And thank you again, Baxter, for the raid. I hope all is going well. If you weren't around during last stream, thank you for being around for Extra Life. That was an absolute blast playing with you guys. Appreciated it. And, you know, we raised some money while having fun. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, my fan died. Give me one moment. I have a little desk fan here in front of me, which keeps my big, dumb, over-energetic ass cool while doing the, of course, very physically demanding job of streaming. All right. So on this disc, there are demos of Silent Scope, Madden. Stream was a blast, made me go, oh yeah, I have OBS installed. That's a great... a great revelation to have. Just be reminded, just like, oh yeah, I can do this stuff, can't I? Demo for SSX. Man, EA Sports Big, which was like this weird like subdivision of EA Sports, but what if our sports games were fun? Is basically what Big was about. Dynasty Warriors 2, Armored Core 2, an R&D demo. Well, that of all the demos, that's the one we're gonna actually look at for sure. Got Gran Turismo, Ready to Rumble Boxing. You know what? So, okay, so the PS1 disc of this issue fucking sucked ass. But this is a good collection. Silent Scope is a weird inclusion, but something that you have to consider is back in the day, it was still exciting to get to play like arcade games at home. And as someone who really liked playing the Silent Scope arcade games, this would have been awesome. Like my brother and I had like Time Crisis for the PS1. I remember we also at some point we picked up like some like third-party light gun for the PS1 that I do not remember ever getting to work. I'm pretty sure it was some snake oil bullshit. But the game was fun enough to just play with like controller and a little dot on the screen. Like it made it work. It made it happen. It rubbed the itch. Let's take a look at this this R&D demo. This is probably going to be just like a big crazy like visualizer that's just like showing off like what the PS2 is capable of, but very early doors. Zoom, spin, camera change, slow animation. All right. What do you got? Blow my mind, PS2. Now, it is worth mentioning that because this is being done on an emulator, there's a very good chance that this is not displaying correctly. The audio definitely isn't working correctly. Oh, up, 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 up. What am I even looking at? Okay, I have slowed the animation. Oh, Jesus Christ. This thing is glitching out like crazy. Oh, hello. No, lips. Oh, the music is trying to start. Okay, now that's pretty impressive. You're gonna. It's definitely gonna work on me if you show me like a billion particles flying around the screen. Ooh, it isn't. Okay, all right, we gotta bail out of this. I'm sure that is cool, but boy, the that was not emulating correctly. Not by a long shot. Fuck it, let's look at the demo for Silent Scope. A game that is kind of ridiculous to play on home consoles. Because the arcade cabinet for Silent Scope has just straight up like a full-ass sniper rifle that you look through. And that's not going to be the case here.
The president and his family have been attacked by an armed terrorist group. They are demanding freedom for their dictator. Go to the location immediately. Take out the terrorists and save the president and his family.
You got it.
The police are returning fire. Please provide backup.
We take you now to Chicago. So you gotta like turn your scope off and then dial it in and then... Oh, he stood up. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he's running. I like how they are barely rendered outside of scope. Like obviously they're the full models, you know, when you're zoomed in. But you can like count the polygons. 100% accuracy.
Take out all surviving sniper enemies from the roof.
Double hit. Just shoot him in the shin, shoot him in the chest. A deadly hand shot. Oh no, the square. Damn, I put in more than 100% accuracy on that one. I'm so good I pulled off shots I didn't even take.
I've spotted an unidentified aircraft.
Look at these graphics. I think this actually looks worse than the original arcade game. Oh, come on now.
Hurry up. Calm down.
Oh, I didn't realize I was running out of time. Ah, well. And usually you'd be able to put in another quarter or whatever to keep playing. The mission begins October 26th, year 2000. And then boots us around, just like a good demo should. It boots us all the way back out to the menu. All right, well, we're not here for demos, ironically enough. We are here for the media. So what do we got? All right, so we got some behind the scenes for Star Wars Starfighter. More shit about the Grinch. I wonder if it's gonna be the same. Dead or Alive 2 Hardcore. All right. Well, let's start with Star Wars. Hey, ugly. Yes, we are officially in the realm of the PS2. I played
If you're as into the Star Wars movies as we are,
very little of this game.
About being part of an epic space battle. Well, thanks to the team at LucasArts, that daydream is now virtually a reality. They've created Starfighter.
Despite it being a space shooter and a thing that is very much up my alley, I seem to recall this game not feeling very good to play.
Starfighter is being powered by the PlayStation 2 and an incredible storyline.
Just a blockade. There's a full-scale invasion going on.
We start off a little bit before Episode 1, Phantom Menace starts. And we kind of follow a parallel storyline that's behind the scenes, kind of.
The story is about three characters, Reese, Vanna, and Nim. These are three characters who don't know each other. Reese is a Naboo fighter pilot who's training. Nim is a pirate. And Vanna is a mercenary out for hire.
This was back when you were still allowed to make new Star Wars characters if you wanted to. It's not like today where everyone has to be related to a Skywalker. Otherwise, you go to jail, I think.
Wronged in some way or has been screwed over by the Trade Federation. Midway through the Starfighter game, after you've learned exactly what the Trade Federation has done,
we're interviewing the entire development team.
Reese and Nim come together.
Well, one of those guys going to film. Wait a minute, let's go follow that crew.
What makes a video game great, besides awesome visuals, are fascinating characters and well-thought-out storylines. Starfighter not only has both, but it goes one step further
Yeah,
and intertwines
those are their
the stories
background
of
hockey
these three
guys.
main characters.
We're approaching a training minefield. They'll give you a chance to familiarize yourself with your targeting system.
And you follow this one pilot, Reese Dallos, kind of through his training and then his royal escort, and then he kind of gets split off from the events of the movie onto his own storyline.
And thank God for that.
The player is sort of wondering, what are these three characters and what do they have to do with each other? And that's one of the things that we tell through the structure of the game is as a play, they start to go, oh, okay, now I see how these two characters are related, or I see how they're going to come together and they're going to work together towards the ultimate goals.
The way we connect these characters is we do it through telling a story.
The player starts out playing a number of missions from each character in turn, and then when the characters join forces, we start just beating them right and left with new characters, and play this character and you go back to this character, and that allows us to tell this story from a bunch of different points of view.
The LucasArts team is no stranger to designing ships for space. and most of the ones in Starfighter are based on designs from the movie. The challenge they had to come up with was a vehicle for Nim and the other pirates.
We needed to come up
Looks
with a whole
great.
new line of vehicles that were pirates. We wanted them to have a very distinctive look, a cohesive look. What we came up with is something that looks like
It's like four shapes kind of like stretched out into each other.
Bondo on the side, and there's big giant engines on them.
Vertices are all misaligned.
Painting your own car, big flames on the side. They all have their unique look for the characters.
Yeah.
All kind of metal and
Yeah,
over the
are these
top.
characters that we can make
You can tell that they all- it looks like
figures
they
out
all
of,
came
or
with their
sell
vehicle.
lunchboxes with their faces on, or
As in
something?
any flight combat game, control is critical, and no one knows that better than this creative team. With Starfighter, the
How
mission was to find
how
a
can
way
we
to help those who
commodify
find themselves flying upside
every
down, or worse.
drop
We wanted a game that
of
allowed the player
data?
to fly around in any dimension. So if they want to fly up and do a loop or flip over upside down, we wanted to give them complete freedom in the environment.
Oh, Jesus.
But one of the challenges that creates for some players is they'll get upside down and it's difficult for them to get flipped back around. For Starfighter, we realized we couldn't restrict the player without frustrating the player, but at the same time we wanted to give them the ability to get themselves righted really quickly. So we added some buttons. When you actually push down on the analog controllers and right yourself, you can right yourself with roll and you right yourself in pitch, and so you can get yourself squared up to the terrain and flying forward.
Starfighter is the first PlayStation 2 game from LucasArts. We were interested in knowing what it was like to work with this powerful platform.
It's funny listening to them kind of like describe like auto level out and an auto pitch correction.
Environments that just seem to go on forever. That's just the raw power of the PlayStation.
Because honestly, that was
PlayStation
probably
2 was-
fairly
I don't know the math.
new.
I didn't know how far to push it. I'm used to doing like Nintendo games and PlayStation games, and there's those barriers that everybody realizes. So I just kind of keep pushing until the programmers tell me to stop.
Yeah, no barriers on the PS2. They can do anything, just as long as you're not running a tech demo on an emulator that's going to be developed 30 years later.
To think of it as, we build picture frames. Ultimately, the art team and the level design team makes the picture, and that's the important thing.
How about this size texture? What about this geometry count? Can we have particle systems, and what kind of effects can we have? And it almost seemed limitless.
In the past, you really had to worry about the number of particles you had in a particle system. These days, you can put a lot of particles up there and not really worry too much about slowing the game down. In fact, that's kind of a danger, of course. You want to make sure that you're not just saying, oh, well, I can draw 1 million particles, why don't I? It all has to be in service of the game, and it all has to be done in a context that it makes sense.
I say go
And
for
so
it.
what that really
Slowdown can make things look
we need to do
cooler in
everything
some
we can to
cases.
Take all this tremendous power that we've got with the PlayStation 2 and put it into the hands of the artists, put it into the hands of the level designers, expose that stuff in a generic and flexible way, and we suspected that if we did that well, we'd be surprised. And
Can we clear this hallway? Can we clear the shot, please? Please read the post-it notes on the door before you head into the hallway.
We have a pirate base mission, Nim pirate base, which is inside of a double impact crater.
And this base is kind of snugged up against the walls, and you have ships down there and docking facilities. And the Trade Federation comes in, and they are trying to get back some stolen technology, and they raid Nim's base in the middle of the night.
And in just comes massive amounts of Trade Federation forces.
It's funny the amount of like detail and gravity they're giving this. It's an action space shooter.
Frantic scramble to get people out of that base as quickly.
It's a genre I love, but like still.
It's dark. You see lit up buildings. You see lights. All of a sudden, the turrets start going crazy, and things are coming in from space, and it's black up there, and all you see is shadows of big landers coming down. They're kind of blocking out the stars, and you see tracers going across the sky. It looks like a war zone, and you've got people yelling and screaming. I think the whole experience is extremely immersive for me.
I'm not saying that they don't believe in what they're saying, but it's just
Dim, I'm sending you the target.
it's man, like listening to them describe the scene and describe what's happening in the game and everything, and then they keep cutting to the gameplay footage, and the gameplay footage is just kind of like, it looks okay. Like I don't really get like epic space shooter like from it, you know. Like it is absolutely like not living up to their description of it, and I think a lot of it is because it's just so much of what they're describing is colored by the fact that this was like new tech, right? So they're able to do more than they could on the previous tech, but ultimately it doesn't look that much more impressive really, because there's very like plain textures and a lot of empty space everywhere, you know, like literally like not like outer space, like literally like space like in the levels, like, you know, there's like a couple buildings here and there and then just like a bunch of terrain. So it's just it's funny just seeing them like really swinging in their descriptions. Also, hey Grim, congratulations on your 3-stream streak. It's so weird that they are like making those like more prevalent now. Like now it's just like everybody's just getting like, let people know that you're on a streak. Like I guess it's, I mean, I'm not against it. It's just, it's funny that now it's become like they have like an event for it, and I guess you get bonus points out of it, so hooray. In this game you can fly, you can shoot, has it all. There are graphics, you can move around. Exactly. Yeah. Factual statements. All right, we saw Dead or Alive 4 for the Xbox 360, but what did it look like when it was a launch title for a previous generation?
Get ready, fight!
Honestly, this kind of looks immediately more fun than anything we saw in that DOA 4 trailer.
Dead or Alive 2 comes the all-new, all-American version DOA 2 Hardcore. It's got fearless fighters, way cool control, and scads of incredible women. Hey, keep your pants on, fellas, because
So there's one. I mentioned this during the Xbox 360 stream, is that whereas like there was like dumb like cringy humor and stuff like in like the PS1 generation, like as we go into like the PS2 and then the PS3 and Xbox 360 generation, like we're going to have a rough like 15 years here where things are going to be really, really uncomfortably horny. And it's going to really suck. And it's going to be really demeaning. And it's going to be really misogynistic. And we're just going to have to make our peace with it now. That a lot of this coverage is going to be hard to look at and listen to.
it's time to hear from the game director, Tom Itagaki, on what makes this fighting game so sweet.
The tits. I mean,
first of all, we focus on the motion of the game. Secondly, we work on the playability or control. And thirdly, we think about what will feel the best.
2000s were a decade of horny single men and bowling shirts.
It doesn't matter how good it looks or how good it sounds if you don't have those three things: motion, control, and the good feeling. What I mean by motion is that it is not just the attacks, but is the entire movement of the character, from standing position to fighting. The stance of the character is quite
Nope,
important.
don't take it back. You said what you said.
No matter how good of an attack this particular character might have, if his stance does not look cool, you aren't getting the full benefit of the motion. Of course, the standing is one thing, but the attacks do need to look good. And when you get hit, you need to look like you're in pain. That relates to the good feeling that you get as a player.
Yeah, please break down every basic concept of animation for me. Any character can stand in place. But for a fighting game to be cool, they need to also be able to hit.
Okay, besides the motion, the control, and that I love it when my face is bashed in feeling, we needed to know what separates DOA 2 Hardcore from the other fighting games.
The controls of the game are based on the Japanese game Janken, or rock, paper, scissors. In the past, fighting games have only had two types of moves, offensive and defensive. So I added
Punches
the third
and
component,
kicks.
the hold button. The concept of janken is so simple. It is something that everyone can relate to. That is why when we apply it to a fighting game, it works.
So Dead or Alive is the Pokemon of fighting games, is what I'm
The typical
hearing.
block feature of other games are low risk, low return.
It's just
Our
all
hold
paper,
button
rock,
allows you
scissors.
To do high risk, high return. Also, we do have a regular block mode as well.
Speaking of blocks,
Honestly, if that's how the fighting engine actually works in DOA, that would explain why I was never any fucking good at
And do
it.
those amazing women have anything to do with it?
We created 3 new levels for this game. Crimson is based on the city of Hong Kong.
DOA
I designed
third
the
type
desert
ass
scene for the
offensive.
Great Plains of America. And in the dojo, I wanted to introduce Japanese culture to Americans. Whenever
The
I come
animation
to
is
America,
genuinely,
I'm
it's
impressed
really
by it
good.
and touched by it.
It's
When
always been a
American
good looking
gamers play
series.
dojo
I just
level, want them to
don't
feel the same thing,
play them.
to be impressed by it and touched by it. So I included subtle details like a shiny wooden floor and the paper partition door that you can knock out if you want to. These things are very Japanese, and I'm hoping that gamers will get a feel for the culture.
In Japan, we're always knocking each other's asses through paper doors. Jesus Christ.
There are also 2 other new levels, but you'll have to wait and see them for yourself.
Delayed gratification is so 90s, but it looks like we don't have a choice. What we do have a choice is asking another question, and that is, what else can our gung-ho gamers expect?
What is this fucking
DOA 2 Hardcore is
script?
not just a fighting game. I look at it as a fighting action game. So if you keep playing the game and punch a wall or break a door, it may show you things that will surprise you.
One thing that was no surprise to us was the incredible animation. We wanted to know how they were able to capture such realism. So we went to the source, lead animator Hiroaki Matsui, who explains how he got his dojo, mojo, working.
God damn it. Video games are a
Basically,
mistake.
We start off with a hand drawing of the character. That is always the basis. And then in order to capture some live feel, we use motion capture. After that, we go back to the hand drawing. We enhance the motion capture images. We take a video of the motion capture to aid in touching up the motion capture.
We
by
tighten up
hand.
the graphics on level 3.
This is power, Lei Fang.
There's something about DOA 2 Hardcore that makes the game feel very much like a movie.
You don't know anything about power.
And it's not just the gratuitous violence, ear-piercing sound effects, and female fighters. We looked at Itagaki-san to shed some light on the subject.
It's relentless. It's fucking
Fighting games often had a
relentless.
cinema mode that tells the backstory.
DOA is different from other games, and not just because it has women in it.
In the game, you switch back and forth from cinema to game mode. Because the quality between the 2 modes was very
Cinema.
different, it tended to break the flow. What we tried to do with DOA 2 is to have a seamless transition from cinema to the gameplay. I believe that is what gives you the movie-like experience. This is why we need to use the DVD platform of the PlayStation 2.
This game features hot women and grandpas. It has everything.
DOA 2 Hardcore is not only a bone-breaking game, but a groundbreaking game as well. In short, we love it. But will there be more games like it? We asked director Tom Itagaki to tell us what's up for the future.
I am in the midst of figuring that out myself, and I'm talking to a lot of people and giving it deep thought. Right now, my game is the future.
I'm thinking of calling it Dead or Alive 3. Yeah, I mean, look, if you're into that series, I'm sure that all looks really cool, and that would have been impressive to see at the time. It's so hard, DOA 2 are introducing new concepts to gamers, like women. It's so hard to hear some of this stuff with modern ears, you know, like there's still plenty of problems. Boy, are there plenty of problems, but we have gotten generally better about some of this stuff. And man, it's just one issue in, and it's always just kind of like, boy. All right, let's see if this is actually different footage. I can't imagine it would be different from the PS1 thing, but we'll see.
On November 17th.
Have the best Christmas ever!
Is it literally just a trailer for the Grinch?
Anything you've seen before.
It was too Grinch!
Have we replaced music videos with movie trailers?
Dr. Seuss's classic tale comes to life. Jim Carrey is the Grinch. Rated PG.
We have replaced music videos with movie trailers. We're back, boys. Oh, thank God. We have new things to get the VODs muted. Thank Christ. I've been missing it for so long. Things I'm gonna have to probably edit out of the VODs. Oh, finally. All right, we're getting down to it. It is the last section here. It is time for cool moves. So let's look at how to play football.
The cool move I'm going to show you is for the game Madden 2001 for the PlayStation 2. And it's a technique I call the Madden misdirection run. And here's how you do it.
You press left and then right.
I usually like to choose a halfback toss or sweep. That's going to allow my running back to run.
Oh, you got to do the
far
halfback
wide to the
toss, of
outside.
course.
When you see the defender coming at you, draw him in one direction. In the last second, cut back the other way down the sideline.
Yeah, so like I said, you press left and then right.
The defense has a hard time with any sudden moves in direction. You do this move over and over again, you'll get at least 300 to 400 yards per game.
Yeah, the game's programming isn't very good, so the defenders are easily tricked by rudimentary movement. Waiting for the full NFL broadcast without the express written consent of the NFL jump scare. Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope one day it just cuts to just like straight up footage of an NFL game. And I get to take a vacation. All right, teach me how to play Fantavision.
What I'm about to show you is some basic gameplay techniques for Fantavision for the PlayStation 2 game console.
What do you got, Aaron?
Basically, what you want to do in this game is capture at least 3 consecutive flares in order to get a detonation. When you catch these 3 consecutive flares, what they need to be is all of the same color. So right now I have all blues. During the game, what you want to do, even though it sometimes gets a little frantic, what you want to do is just pace yourself and try to get at a minimum of 3 explosions at a time. That way it gives you time to think about what's coming up next and setting off your next explosion. So right here I have 3 oranges. Set them all off. If you don't have 3 consecutive ones like I have right now, it's always safe to just capture and then release them. This is a technique called dribbling. What this allows you to do is keep the flares on screen longer. That way you can create more complex combinations with different colors, making a more spectacular fireworks display.
I'll be honest.
With these
I think this game is cool. I did not know that there was really any depth to it at all. I thought it was just like a fun, like, make fireworks happen video game.
What you can do then is hit the circle button yet again and detonate them, giving you more time to set up your next explosion. These are just some basic gameplay techniques that'll help you get through the game and hopefully get through hard mode. Hope you use them well.
I will use them well when I eventually play that game for realsies. All right, now show me the hard shit, man.
This cool move is for Fantavision for the PlayStation 2 game console. What I'm about to show you is in multiplayer mode, how you can use a power-up to not only detonate the flares that are on your side of the screen, but also obtain the flares that have yet to be detonated on player 2 side of the screen.
Oh, I didn't even know this game had 2-player.
In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a circular icon. What you want to do is capture this icon in conjunction with 2 similar colored flares. Once you detonate this combination, it'll initiate a sequence which switches the screen, not only detonating the flares which are on your side of the screen, but also giving you the flares that are on player 2 side of the screen, putting you at an advantage.
I instantly.
And this is a cool move for Fantavision. Have fun with it.
Wait a minute, wait. Whoa, what the fuck? I couldn't even track the first screen, let alone the part where you flipped it twice. Okay, well, I hope everyone remembers that. That's how that works. All right, show me how to
I'm gonna show you
do
a cool move for the new snowboard.
a fucking fakey 360 or whatever the fuck.
These are shortcuts that you can find throughout the tracks that'll shave time off your
This guy is
score,
dressed like
as
my
well as
middle
unlock new
school
tracks for you.
principal
As you're
used
traveling
to
down the
dress.
track, you'll notice glass signs on the side that say SSX. Head for those and break through. Some are easy to get, and some are a lot more challenging. As you can see here, I'm not on the regular track. These shortcuts will save you a lot of time. You'll find 3 or 4 of these shortcuts per course. So whenever you see the SSX sign, aim for it, bust through it, and shave time off your record, earn gold medals, and new tracks.
I'm always looking for it and trying to bust through it, if you know what I'm saying. This game needs a remake. So I know it seemed like a lot of people didn't really care for it, but I fucking love the SSX game, which I think was just called just SSX, that came out on the PS3 and 360. I thought that game kicked ass. That game was so fast and crazy and full of like neon colors and shit, and you can just like, you fill up like your special meter in that one and you just like break dance down the side of the mountain. Like it is, that game felt amazing to play. I need either the 360 or PS3 emulation to fucking like catch up, because right now that game does not emulate well on either one of those systems, and I really want to play it again. Because man, yeah, even removed from that, like, when's the last time we got a snowboarding game at all? You know, like, it's just like we're in like this weird phase where there's a lot of, we're getting like a lot of different like genres of game getting coverage and stuff like that between like either AA or indie development and stuff. You know, like we're seeing a lot of, again, like it's a great time to be a gamer, like it always has been, but like there are some genres that are just getting fully left behind, and like the goofy sports genre is way up there. Like goofy arcade sports stuff, like it's been replaced with stuff like Pummel Party and you know, like kind of like party game beat 'em ups and stuff like that. But seriously, someone make a new SSX, someone make a new, you know, like we just got like a new like Everybody's Golf, so like hooray for that, you know. But otherwise I'm having a hard time thinking. Yeah, give us a new SSX, give us more goofy driving games, give us more goofy, someone make a goofy football game or something. Like who's out there making the next Blitz? You know, no one is the answer to that question. There's a whole world out there. Stop making more 2D Metroidvanias. We're good. We're set. Make more snowboarding games instead. Well, there you go. Kind of a, I'm gonna say overall a pretty underwhelming first release for the for the PlayStation Underground showing up on the PS2, especially that PS1 disc, that final edition PS1 disc. Bummer, total bummer, absolute waste. But there is one more chance here. There is one more chance. They released one last issue of the PlayStation Underground magazine, issue 5, volume 1, and then there wasn't a volume 2. It's the last PlayStation Underground, straight up. Now, if you weren't here at the beginning of stream, what I mentioned was that all of this PlayStation Underground stuff eventually got like absorbed into the official PlayStation magazine. So when we do these, you know, when we do more demo disc dives in the future, we'll stay on like the PS2 stuff, and it will be now of the official PlayStation magazine where we're going to be getting those things. it won't be called the PlayStation Underground anymore, but it's still there. The content's still there. But this is the last time it's ever going to be called this. Like we are officially, we are closing the chapter here on PS Underground. So was this a launch demo? Yes. Yeah. So this was 2000. So this was like the PS2 had like just come out in the States, basically. So this was the one that we just looked at. That's why disc 1 was a PS1 disc and then disc 2 was a PS2 disc. It was basically like bridging the gap between the consoles for PlayStation Underground. But yeah, let's not spend a lot of time thinking about it. Let's just jump right on in. And let's see what's going on in the last official issue of PlayStation Underground. Coming right up.
Welcome to Maggie TV. All Maggie, all the time.
Hey, Maglomaniac, do you want to put aside your plans for world domination for a moment and tell the viewers about this issue?
Sorry. Hey gang, welcome to the first all-DVD issue of the PlayStation Underground. First off, we spent a little time with the Twisted Metal Black development team to see who's the driving force behind that dark and twisted storyline.
It ends where it began.
Yes, very amusing.
It ends right where it began with fucking Twisted Metal.
Sports star's actual face into a video game. The guys at 989 Sports demonstrated some of their face scanning techniques.
So that's how you see.
I wonder if we're gonna get ping pong balls.
Bump. Now who's amusing? We wanted to do something cool and different for our Spyro Year of the Dragon story, so we took flight with the Insomniac development team.
Yeah, and what was obviously.
Oh, thank God! Yes.
Part of our legal
Wasting money on.
And finally, I got to go to
game journalist promotional events
to check out the PlayStation events that went on before the big game. And even though we've changed our format to DVD, you'll still find all your old favorite sections, including the vault, downloads, cool moves, and more. Check it out, and I'll see you next issue.
Great. You can go back to talking to yourself now.
I'll see you next issue, which...
Are you talking to me?
A taxi driver joke for all the kids out there. All right, we're back at the space station. We got some downloads for some games that you probably don't even own yet. All right, let's see what demos we're rocking on here. ATV Off-Road, Army Men Air Attack 2, Army Men Green Road. Boy, this is a good one so far. Okay, First Red Faction is it's not a very good game, but it's okay. Star Wars Starfighter. Okay, so you're getting a demo of the game that we just saw some making ofs in the previous issue. It's a good follow-up. Win Back Covert Ops, a game I don't think anyone remembers at all. Zone of the Enders demo. Holy shit. Wowee. The first game, so the one that I guess nobody likes. like the second runner is the one that's like the, oh man, like it's like the closest to Eva, I guess, we got. Like Zone of the Enders is like it's Kojima's mech battler series of 2 whole games. But no one likes the first one. Everyone swears by the second one, because the second one is where they actually like started. The Kojima story bullshit started happening in the second one, basically, is what it comes down to. Dark Cloud, a game I'll never understand. NBA Shootout, NHL Face-Off. Demo for The Bouncer. Gauntlet Dark Legacy, and this looks like Soul Reaver 2, huh? And Onimusha Warlord. There's a lot of fucking demos on this disc. Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 demos on one disc. You know what? They made up for it. The last issue was shit. This fucking made up for. Jesus Christ, 14 demos. That's wild. That is a wild amount of content for a demo disc. And we're not gonna play any of them. All right, movies. What do we got? How big are the demos? I mean, they're probably similar to what they usually are. It's usually like a level, you know, typically. In the sports titles, it's probably like half of a game, or maybe even just like a single quarter. You know, like a lot of them would be very truncated, but that's also based on the PS1, you know, allocations typically. I don't know what they were like on the PS2. Maybe we'll go back and look at one or two of those demos, but the whole demo disc dive thing, like if we want to look at those games, we just play the games, you know, like we're here to see the lost media of it all. All right, so we got some Spyro, we got some. Oh, okay. That's like the pre-football thing, I think. Tech Q&A for Cool Borders. Behind the scenes of Twisted Metal Black. All right, well, we're gonna start again. We're gonna start by looking backwards at the PS1. Hopefully this is like actual behind the scenes stuff and not like that cool moves bullshit that they showed. Cause I love Spyro Year of the Dragon. Right, it's the, yeah, never mind, it's the hang gliding shit. Okay. Yeah, so in the new Spyro game, you're going around collecting dragon eggs. And you're collecting gems. There's Moneybags is back in it, and he's a real piece of shit.
When we asked the Insomniac team what the secret to Spyro Year of the Dragon was, they said flaming and gliding. Well, we wanted to put them to the test, and since we couldn't figure out a way to get them to breathe fire, we did the next best thing, gliding.
Wasted a shit ton of money on a hang gliding excursion in what looks like the Nevada desert.
Do you play Spyro like how you flew today?
Oh God, no. With Spyro, I got the controls easy. It's down. With that thing, yeah.
The way I play Spyro is kind of the way I handle this. Every time I go up, I wind up crashing. So you know.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking at it from the other side of the TV, it looks so easy. But I think I'm about to find out that it's a little bit more exciting.
At least they're not pointing guns at them like the psychos over at 989 Studios did for Siphon Filter. But this is one of the most tenuous connections I have ever seen.
As exciting as Insomniac
Spyro glide, so let's go hang gliding.
Compared to what Spyro's been up to.
This isn't behind the scenes. This is, I wanted the making
Year
of
the Dragon. Spyro has returned from Avalar, where he beat Ripto. Unfortunately, the dragons discovered that the eggs have been stolen, and they've been stolen by a sorceress who happens to live on the other side of the dragon worlds in an area called the Forgotten Worlds.
This time we kind of find out that, you know, why he's alone and he's the only young dragon is that all the other dragons haven't hatched yet. So he's been, you know,
yeah, the flamethrower. Yeah, they just ran out of budget for the flamethrower. Otherwise, they would have absolutely had one of
Magic
those.
Of the baby dragon egg, Spyro will be able to overthrow the queen along with his friends, the playable characters.
And this time, joining Spyro in his high-flying adventure are 6 new playable characters.
You have Bentley the Yeti, Sheila the Kangaroo, Sergeant Bird, the Flying Penguin with rocket launchers, and Agent 9, the Space Age Monkey. And then you also get to play Sparks, which has never been a feature before. So I like Sparks a lot, and it's kind of a throwback to retro gaming. It's top-down, it's fast-paced action.
Probably my favorite character of
It's a fun game.
all the new characters would be Sergeant Bird.
Spyro Year of the Dragon is such
there's
a
just
fun
something
game.
Really fun about flying, getting up really high, and just launching a volley of rockets at a
There's
target.
so much stuff to do in it.
Space Monkey, just because he's such a freaky character, and it is.
Do any of them have a fishing minigame? No. Mercifully, no.
Here with Agent 9, you can zoom into a character and blow him away from pretty far away.
In addition to the new characters, Spyro Year of the Dragon is also packed with new mini-games.
There's a really fun boxing mini game.
But there are a couple of sections in the game that are pretty fucking
from Spyro 2. You're actually in a ring.
Pretty annoying.
Boxing match, and you can jab. You can.
There are definitely parts of it that I won't defend.
Some of my favorite mini games in the game are the submarine chases. There's just something about tailing in
but
behind somebody,
overall,
waiting for the torpedoes to lock on, and then
it's
firing
a
and then watching it
blast.
track in and sink your enemy. I find very enjoyable.
Completing the game is no easy task, so we asked our team for a few hints on how to solve some of the more complicated puzzles.
There are a lot of secrets in this game. Definitely look for cracked walls. There's specially marked cracked walls that if you charge, you can crash through them. If you're Sheila, you can kick through them.
One of the trickier areas is actually one of the final snowboarding challenges in the super bonus level at the very end of the game. I was having a very difficult time. No matter how hard I tried, I'd always come in last place. And finally, someone clued me in that there's a great big jump right when you start, and do all your tricks off that first jump, and that'll charge up your turbos. And then just worry about staying on the track.
And then you have turbo for the rest of the lap.
Gameplay in Spyro Year of the Dragon is mind-boggling, so we wondered if the team had any favorite levels.
Fireworks Factory is easily my favorite level because
the Fireworks Factory kicks ass.
Scene going on in there where the camera revolves around.
Because there's the Matrix in it, baby.
We've got a really cool little mini game. It's a
Matrix jokes. We're still in the early 2000s.
Perspective, and you can walk through these little dungeons.
Legally required to have Matrix references in your products
I have a couple of
until the year
favorite levels in the
2008
game.
at
One of them would
minimum.
be Enchanted Towers. It's one of the ones where you play as Sergeant Bird, and so you're able to get some elevation and just let loose with the rockets and just shooting down balloons and flying creatures. So I found that pushing the artistic envelope, pushing the engine, and allowing us to do something.
Obviously, the big selling point of this game are all like the other playable characters and stuff, but it is kind of funny that they're basically showing like very little Spyro gameplay. They're showing it now, I guess, to make a liar out of me in real time.
We've
But
really done that. I'd say that hang gliding was a really appropriate way to end because for me it was really exciting. I think that reflects what we were trying to do with Spyro. With each Spyro, we tried
that
to
sentence
make it more exciting
that doesn't
for the players.
scan.
Certainly, hang gliding has opened my eyes to what it's like to risk life and limb and do something that I would never normally do on my own. So I think there's kind of a good parallel there.
Yeah, by that metric, you could have done anything exciting. By that metric, you could have done a handstand for 10
Out
minutes.
someplace really cool and doing something fun.
Well, if you don't have anything in mind, may we suggest a game that takes place in Hawaii?
Just no regard at all for just how much money you're spending on this shit. So like doing the joke about Hawaii there is just kind of like, yeah, like that's the thing they would do. They would absolutely pay stupid amounts of money to send everybody to fucking Hawaii for their video game conference. Or not even conference, like meeting, preview event. Here we're gonna send everyone to a football game. Like it's just so much waste.
Hey gang, I'm in Tampa, Florida, and I got the cush job of covering the Super Bowl. In a few days, this stadium will be pushing maximum density with over 71,000 fans. My first stop was the NFL Experience.
Ugh.
A huge event put on in the
I started talking about the Super Bowl and I immediately started yawning. You see how that works?
Test your gridiron skills. I stopped by the PlayStation 2 touring attraction where I hung out with New Orleans quarterback Jeff Blake. Outside the truck, people were pretty pumped up. While checking out all the games on the truck, I kept one eye open for my suspiciously absent producer. I want to make sure we hook up because I'm going to the Super Bowl.
Pardon? I like to think that when...
Right, this is Ebor's famed Cuban club where PlayStation has set up the game before the game. Where players from opposing Super Bowl teams face off in a quick cyber version of the event on NFL Game Day 2001.
I mean, I shouldn't be surprised by this. Like, the fucking, like, the NFL is just so much goddamn money in it.
This year's event had Jason Sehorn of the New York Giants battling Qadri Ismail of the Baltimore Ravens.
What I was going to say is I like to think that when they bring these football players out to these sort of events to like play a football video game, I like to think that they fucking hate it. Like, I like to think it's just kind of like, you know how your job is to play this sports game all the time? Now when you get to play video games, you have to play a video game version of your job. It's like when I worked in a call center and then never ever wanted anyone to call me on my cell phone. Because it was just like, you spend all day doing that. It's like people who work in a restaurant. They don't want to come home and cook. It's like, I imagine it's the exact same. It's like you spend all day playing football or running drills or being yelled at by some rich piece of shit. And then it's just kind of like, all right, time to go to the PlayStation party at Cafe Rio to fucking pretend to care about this new PS2 game.
This is the 6th year of the game before the game. And so far, every team that has won here has gone on to win the Super Bowl. But no pressure.
You can even see it like in like their like polite smiles and shit.
We're gonna play 2 3-minute quarters.
It's tiny fucking love seat that they gave them.
He chooses to receive. He wants the ball. So let's go ahead and let's play game before the game.
By now, you people at home already know the outcome, but we thought we'd show you Ismail laying the smack down on Seahorn anyway.
It's also ridiculous because the skills don't translate. Being a professional football player does not make you good at football video games. Reminds me of the first time my dad tried to play Rock Band. My dad can play acoustic guitar. As soon as I handed him a Rock Band controller, he failed immediately because he wanted to play it like a guitar.
2, 1, and that's the game.
It doesn't translate. It's not the same. Yeah, look at how excited he is. You can tell that he knows he won the game.
VIP party. If there's one thing you can count on at these events, it's unique guests.
There's just a whole ass tiger there, and then oh my god, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, I take it all back. I take it all back. Just put me at the shrimp and crawfish trough. My mouth genuinely started watering at the sight of that.
You could hang out on the beach playing volleyball and building sandcastles. Or
playing with the boys.
When you're in Florida and you're looking for gators, the aptly named Gatorland is the place to hang. Through those jaws lie some of the biggest gators.
Yeah, Maggie can be bad to look at times.
Maggie, I thought you were talking about college football. We're not actually going in there.
Come on, chicken boy. I figured, how often do you get to be this close to live 12-foot alligators? And seeing my producer squirm was just an added benefit.
Sorry, I think
live from inside the alligator pen.
I think I stroked out for a second. What does that have to do with football?
Get out of there. I'm pretty sure our insurance doesn't cover this.
Oh, come on. Would you look at the size of some of these guys? Are you getting them in the shot with me?
Maggie, watch out. Oh, great. Now you lost your hat. Would you get out of there before you lose something else?
Chill out, Keith.
That's good. Yeah.
That was your hat.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's poison some alligators in a protected swampland. Let's just... Cool. Good shit.
On Saturday, it was back to the Cuban Club for the locker room.
Just straight up filming crimes.
Battling it out on PlayStation 2. Fans had a chance to grab autographs from their favorite football greats.
What a sad sign. All this fancy shit all around him, and they get a paper sign that someone wrote
We're going to win the big game.
NBA signings in pen on. And then a B-2 bomber flies over because, you know, football in the military.
So wait a minute. You're telling me I don't have tickets to the Super Bowl?
Now, I never said I was getting you into the game. I said you were going to Tampa, not the Super Bowl.
This is about your hat, isn't it? I said I'd get you a new one.
bomb. Oh, man. Well, how appropriate that it's truly one of the first games that we saw on PlayStation Underground was the original Twisted, or it might have been Twisted Metal 2 at that point. I don't even know if it was the original Twisted Metal. No, I think it was the original Twisted Metal. Yeah, it was. Because we got to the quote unquote lost endings of that game. So here we are now in the last issue of PlayStation Underground, and we're back where it all began. The only thing that would be more appropriate is if they made a Blasto 2. Look at this editing. Oh man, yes. Yeah, it's like the opening of 7 in here. You bring me closer to God.
Fans of Twisted Metal know that the series set the standard for car combat games.
By the way, the casual massaging and everything is going to be its own thing, but we are truly entering like the emo cringe phase now. We're in the early 2000s, baby. So now everything is going to be dark and edgy.
Recently, Sony Computer Entertainment convinced the creator of the series, Dave Jaffe, to design a new, darker, more intense version of the game for
Professional
the PlayStation 2.
man-child.
The result? Twisted Metal Black.
The series began as a design idea that me and another designer, Mike.
It's a car combat game.
Year 94, and from there, I jumped
one of the
on
characters
project
is a
with
clown,
who at the time was called Single Track in Utah, and I was the lead designer and director of that title and the sequel, Twisted Metal 2. After Twisted Metal 2,
listen to this fucking music. Look at how they're presenting this.
And Twisted 4, and their take on the game was different than ours.
Most people felt that the third and fourth installments of Twisted Metal did not live up to its predecessors. From what we've seen so far, what's going to separate Twisted Metal Black from the rest of the pack is its storyline. Think Silence of the Lambs meets 7. The characters are not only more developed, but decidedly more twisted than ever before.
Twisted Metal Black.
What if Hannibal Lecter had a car?
And in that location,
what if we gave Kevin Spacey a rocket launcher?
Some are there because they've murdered other characters. Some are there because they're simply psychotic. And others are there for entirely mysterious reasons that you don't really know until you play that character.
God, it's so lame. It's so lame. I love it.
Calypso, who's this sort of character we based on Hannibal Lecter from The Silence of the Lambs, basically breaks them out looking for contestants for the Twisted
No, you didn't on the original game. Oh, you
he
fucking.
Offers them pretty much anything they want if they'll play his contest, and the winner basically gets anything that their sort of heart and soul desires, which sort of in the tradition of Twisted Metal doesn't really turn out always to be exactly what they thought it was going to be. But besides the storyline, what we really
just keep repeating the footage.
Focus on the deathmatch. So to that end, in the one-player game, we have our basic story tournament mode where you pick a character and sort of go through the world with that character. Then we've got endurance mode where we basically drop you into a level and there's no health, and we basically bring one car after another, after another, after another, and we try to figure out how many that you can get through before you basically get killed. And then in the multiplayer mode, we have traditional deathmatch, we have 2 to 4 player deathmatch, then we also have co-op mode where 2 players can go through the story mode together. But they all really are focused more on deathmatch.
Thought the Twisted Metal games had a cool look and feel? You've not seen anything yet. With the technology of PlayStation 2 at their demented disposal.
Oh my
The team
fucking
was able to
God.
create whatever its collective imagination desired.
As we started to look at some of the specs on the PlayStation 2, we began to realize that we could actually create a game that fulfilled all of the fantasies we had back in '93 when we first came up with the idea of a Twisted Metal game. We've got clouds rushing overhead that creates this kind of eerie feel. We've got trash and dead leaves blowing through the streets, firefights on crowded freeways with moving traffic, real-time weather and night and day changing, actually being able to see your characters in their cars, and in some instances have them sort of exit the car and do certain kinds of attacks.
All I'm seeing
We
are
have a lot of
excuses
memory,
to
a lot of
not have a very good
processing,
lighting
so
engine.
You'll see a lot more interactivity, a lot more destructibility. I think in one of our levels we're up to, I don't know, close to 1,000 different things you can destroy.
Not only are there more things to destroy, but there are a lot more ways to destroy them. In Twisted Metal Black, you will come face to face with a lethal array of new weaponry.
I can't get over this narration.
Effort to build a significantly
It's
deeper
so
weapon
over the
system
top
and weapon
ridiculous.
structure.
You can use them, of course, as fire and forget, and they'll
Again, like compare like the tone of what they're doing here with the footage of the video game you're seeing, and tell me if any of it is justified. Tell me if it matches up one to one, which is kind of like, you don't even understand the dark, twisted minds of this development team as they put together the craziest psychopaths in the most souped up hot rods. And then it's just like, and then it's like, shot a rocket, and then, oh, there's lightning, and then the man on the motorcycle throws a boomerang.
Missiles shoot up out of your sunroof into the sky, and they start coming down towards the ground. And if you can get the enemy in the reticle when the missiles fall sort of on their own accord, you do significantly more damage, but it's significantly more challenging to do than if you basically launch them and bring them down immediately.
Discover the dark, sinister world of Twisted Metal Black and come out screaming for more.
God, I can't even make fun of it. I can't even do an over-the-top rendition of it. They're just doing the things that I'm pitching as jokes.
We're excited to release this to the universe.
Don't let your mom catch you up past midnight. What a ridiculous video. What a completely ridiculous video. Anyway, let's lighten things up with cool borders. Yes, we got the ping pong balls. Yes. We're back in it. That was terrifying. That stretched out face mesh.
PlayStation 2 has brought about incredible advances in video game technology. Along with these advances come new challenges. Game makers are finding new and different ways of tapping into the hidden powers of the PlayStation 2 graphics engine. When working on Cool Borders 2001, Sony Computer Entertainment decided to scan the faces of professional riders directly into the game. The result,
Dude looks
the
fucking
most realistic
freaked
pro
out.
riders of any snowboarding game.
For the face scanning part of
Don't
Cool
take my
Borders, we
soul.
did about 8 professional riders. We did Barrett Christie, Todd Richards, Kevin Jones, and several others. And then we did about 13 people that were non-riders, just to have a good variety of heads for the game.
Having the pro riders face scans lends us the opportunity to have all kinds of introductory animations. where you see the
Launchbar,
rider
what a
preparing
good
for their run,
name.
adjusting their shirts, collars. It really lends itself well to the beginning and end of each run.
For those of you who are not familiar with this amazing technology,
Kobe
we asked the team to show us
Launchbar.
how they go about scanning someone's face.
In order to scan ahead, we bring the talent in and they sit in the chair, and we have a camera that projects a beam of light right onto their face. We capture 9 or 10 different angles, and what you have to do is you take like a front angle and then they twist around in a circle, and we get every different angle because you can't actually get a whole head in one shot. The camera senses the heat. It comes back with like a heat sensing photo. It reads the depths and the light, so you know the nose will be show up red because it sticks out further. Further back, it gets cooler shades. And then there's another lens on there that actually takes the capture.
Nose is, of course, the hottest part of the human body.
Take the pieces and I cut out the usable parts and I build the whole thing and I piece it together and end up with a 3D model, a nice mesh head. Once I get it basically patched together, and then I have to go through and fill in any holes and gaps and that kind of stuff. And then we apply the texture.
Give it a soul, teach it to love.
The realism definitely blew us away, but we wanted to know what some of the real snowboarders thought about their character's likeness.
After each rider got his head scanned, they always want to go check it out. They're usually pretty shocked at how close it is, and some of them are pretty scared that that's what they actually look like in 3 dimensions.
That's really weird. That's wrong. You said you're going to be able to make little beings out of computers.
Their head will be spinning around on the computer, and they just can't believe it, how much it actually looks like them. And they all want to know, am I really going to look like that in the game? And they get real excited and can't wait to see it.
If only they knew in just over 20 years later, it would get so much worse. It would be so much worse.
Since realism is such an important part of a game like Cool Borders 2001, they also need to get the moves right. This is where having one of the largest in-house motion capture studios in the world comes in handy.
The studio itself, I've heard that it's the second biggest in the world, and it's roughly about 60 by 40, and our hot zone is about 30 feet by 20 feet, which is one of the larger ones. We use a 15-camera Vicon system to accommodate all our motion capture needs.
Capturing moves for sports games like football and basketball is easy, but how do you go about capturing a sport that involves flips and jumping off cliffs?
The way we get all of our
Yeah, you just kind of grab the center vertice and, you know, just like spin them around.
Trampoline in our motion capture studio.
We actually had to make a special snowboard that was actually something a bit smaller to basically attach to the actor's feet.
Then we had Todd Richards come down and bounce on the trampoline until he got enough air. Then he'd throw one of the grabs out. And then after we get all that data, we remove the vertical data so that it just looks like he's grabbing, and then we can position him in the world with our physics.
Well,
That's a clever solution. I wouldn't have thought
the envelope of the
that that's how they would have done it. I thought they.
See what comes next.
I would have assumed that they just hand animated all the grab moves.
It's all brand new to us here, and everybody's still learning what we can do with it. We're not only doing heads, we're going to start trying to do arms and hands and objects themselves, you know, like footballs or baseballs even, and to try to get the most realistic looking stuff out of this system. And there's other things coming in, and there's going to be facial motion capture, so we can actually mark up a face, and then we can capture that person talking, and then you'll get their real facial expressions and their real phrases, and there's a lot of exciting stuff going on, and we're still learning here what exactly we can do with all of it.
I don't need to see the twitching skull bones. I think we might be getting too detailed.
People I ride with all the time, so it'll be fun to challenge me against Todd or Tara and see what happens, because I think we can all do a lot more in the video game than we can in real life.
Could simulate actual concussions. Yeah. As you wipe out, your player will control worse and worse, as if they were losing cognitive abilities. Well, I think that is it for this disc. Oh, hang on. What do we got here? Oh, we got the cool moves, of course. We got is it all sports? Is it all Okay, well, I guess we're gonna find out how to play some sports games, and then we need cool moves for the sniper game.
Hi, my name is Eddie Cram. I'm here to show you a cool move today for NCAA Game Breaker 2001 on the PlayStation 2. What I'm going to show you today is total control passing to help you with your passing game on offense.
That is a giant ass TV for this.
Scrimmage, I'm going to hit the L2 button to bring up the total control passing icon. What this is going to do, it's going to allow me to lead the receiver any direction I press on the D-pad. just like that. And that is how you perform total control passing on NCAA Game Breaker 2001 on the PlayStation 2.
I couldn't track any of that. There was nothing about that made any sense. So press L2 and then press the D-pad and it'll lead the receiver towards the ball. The receivers don't do that automatically? Isn't that their job? Anyway, let's learn how to read the offensive line.
Hi, my name is Eddie Cram. I'm here to show you a cool move today for NCAA Game Breaker 2001 on the PlayStation 2. What I'm going to show you today is on defense. You can shift your defensive line depending on where you think the play might go before the snap of the ball.
So it's going to show us how to call an audible.
You can press L2 and left or right to shift the defensive line to go in the direction that you think the play might go.
Straight ahead. Oh, the ball carrier almost popped that. Big old defender took his legs away.
And that is how you shift your defensive line on NCAA Game Breaker 2001 for the PlayStation 2.
You know, I'm starting to think that the reason that I'm really bad at sports video games is because I just don't give a shit about this kind of stuff. Who cares? Also, that was hilarious showing them move the defensive line to the right when the play ended up being a straight up the middle run attempt. So it would have played out the same way regardless. These tips always sound like stuff that's probably in the instruction manual. Well, that's the thing is like on previous cool moves, it wasn't. It was like weird shortcuts or even like cheat codes. I think there was one that was like an item duplication thing or something from some game. You know, there's been other stuff, and now it's just kind of like, did you know if you press the R1 button, it'll make your character turn around faster? So that's how that's done. You know, like it's just like they're scraping the bottom of the barrel, and there's so much more that they could be doing. Anyway, here's how to play basketball.
Sports, and I'll be showing you some cool moves with NBA Shootout 2001 for the PlayStation 2. We have Los Angeles Lakers at the Sacramento Kings. I'll be taking Jason Williams to pass on over to Chris Webber, the All-Star power forward, and we'll take you through some special moves to get a good look at the basket. Jason Williams here is holding down the square button to protect the ball from the opposing point guard Ron Harper. He's looking with icon passing, which is the L2 button, a pass on over to Chris Webber, the power forward. Chris will set up in the low post here. With the triangle button, you can face up and strafe. So I'm holding down triangle here. I'm gonna go ahead and with the bottom two shoulder buttons, fake right and fake left respectively. I'm gonna set Horace Grant up to the left, and I'm gonna go around to the right and attack the basket for a slam. What happened here is all this you see here is all button combinations of holding down the triangle button and using your bottom two shoulder buttons to go left and right. And those are some cool moves.
So press a bunch of buttons, pretend it does anything, and then just charge the basket like you would any other basketball game. Is how I read that. That was so needlessly complicated. Why was that so complicated? Why do you need to hold triangle button to strafe with the ball? Ah, man, I don't know, man. It's just a whole genre of games that I don't care about.
Hi, I have a cool move for SSX for the PlayStation 2. Now,
So help me, Sean, it better be.
Stage, there's a fan that blows your racer up to the next part of the stage. Now, the camera angle may try to fool you, but you do actually have full control of your character during this airtime. Now, you can use this airtime to really rack up a really high score that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. The fan comes up fairly quick in the stage. In fact, it's right here. Now, you lose sight of your character, but as you can see, the score keeps racking up, and if you continue doing moves, you can get a really, really high score. In fact, you can actually rail, like I did right here, and get a really high score. And that's pretty much it. Give it a try, I know you'll get a great score.
Here's a cool move you can do in the first 3 seconds of a race. how to use a USB device to achieve higher accuracy. Do they mean plug a mouse into the PS2?
Hi, the cool move I'd like to show you today is for the PlayStation 2 game called Silent Scope. This is a cool move that PC players will appreciate because you can use a USB device such as a mouse to control the crosshairs while you play the game. One of the things I like to do is with my left hand, use the L1 button on.
Okay, at least this is something you may not know was even possible. But for fuck's sake, man, like, I have called every shot across 2 issues of this fucking magazine.
The DualShock controller to zoom in and out. With my right hand, I'll use it to aim the crosshairs and to fire my rifle. I find that this will give me more control in creating headshots and gunshots, which results in higher points.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a whole hell of a lot better than using the fucking D-pad for this light gun game.
Take him out and save the president's daughter. Over.
See how easy that was? Now you give it a try.
Hey, you know what? Maybe I will. Maybe one day when we play through the Silent Scope series on this channel, we'll plug in a mouse and see what kind of wacky hijinks we can get up to. Anyway, how do we see in the dark? I bet this is a basic
cool
button.
Silent Scope, a PlayStation 2
It's gonna be
game.
a basic fucking
Later
button.
on in the game, there are some night missions which makes it difficult to see enemies in the dark. What I like to do is turn up the brightness on the television so you can see all the detail in the background, and the enemies aren't hard to see. Let me show you.
Now we are talking.
Television.
That actually, this kicks ass. That is hilarious.
See how easy that was? Now you give it a try.
Game too dark. Fuck up your television's fucking brightness settings. Incredible. Fucking incredible. All right, what's in the bulletin? I mean, the bulletins have always been the same. Is there going to be anything new in here at all? Oh, there were things. Well, why weren't these listed on the website at all? Okay, well, none of these are, yeah, these are just like codes for these other games, so I guess it's not that, who cares? Threads are gonna be, yeah, a lot of this stuff ends up always being the same. Yeah, go online, go on the website to find more shit. See if there's anything new in the threads, I guess. We'll go backwards. Get a Tiny Tank watch. Just a lot of Tiny Tank merch for some reason. Tomba 2 lunchbox would be pretty all right. Spyro messenger bag, not bad. Siphon Filter 2 watch, amazing. And then just kind of like the rest of the generic, like just PlayStation branded stuff. All right. I'm gonna say it again. Wouldn't hate one of those Parappa beanies. Just saying. I'm just gonna keep putting that out into the world. Now this is interesting. Next issue 5.2, which doesn't exist. Okay, yeah, so from here, this becomes official PlayStation magazine. Because I believe it picks up, according to this Reddit post, it picks up on issue 49 of official PlayStation magazine. Good. Oh, okay, so I guess the official PlayStation magazine actually contains like PlayStation Underground's numbering scheme for a couple of issues, and then they drop it all together as of 51. Okay. Good. So at least we'll be able to like pick up exactly from where we left off when we continue down this path. That's it for this disc. Let's you know what? Let's close it out on one of these demos. I'm thinking probably Zone of the Enders. I feel like that's like the most interesting game in this list here. I sure as hell I'm gonna play Windback. I'm definitely not gonna play Dark Cloud. Yeah. Squares beat 'em up. Of the bouncer. Weird game. Soul Reaver 2 on the backlog. We'll eventually play that and hopefully get the rest of the fucking story because they didn't finish it in the first one. They barely told a story in the first game. I'm still salty about that. It's a good game with amazing presentation, but they forget to tell a fucking story in it, which is crazy because there's so much voice acting in it and so much really good voice acting in it, but no one ever says anything specific, and then it ends with a to be continued. All right, let's look at the demo of Zone of the Enders. Look at these fucking controls, baby. Lock on is L2. That's really all I need to know. All right, let's just jump in and see what happens. Both of these games are on the backlog as well, so we'll eventually see these in their entirety, I'm sure. But it'll be interesting to look at, you know, for educational purposes, I suppose. Looking at, oh, what does the PS2 have to offer? You know, and still like it's very like early days here. The games are literally about children in giant mech suits. Like it, I mean, you know. Also famous for the mech design, which has like these giant fucking cod pieces. But I will say that the action in these games is pretty kick-ass. Like, these games move. Again, this is the generation where you like, basically every game is going to be 60 FPS, 720p. You know, like we are in like proper like next-gen graphics here. So we have a few years here where like every game is going to run like buttery smooth before we transition into the PS3 and 360, and then they just fucking abandon frame rates for God knows why. There you go. There's the name of the madman who's behind the production of these things. Even this menu is very Metal Gear. Okay, we're gonna get some actual story here. I was curious, like how much story stuff we're actually gonna get.
Foraging through the garbage. You're enders, all of you. It's all Leo's fault. He made us come here. No. You have such good friends, don't you, boy of enders? Now, what will you do? Will you escape all by yourself, or will you punch me out to save your friends? I guess you have to suffer. If they're wrong, at least they will be able to tease
Get in the goddamn robot, Leo. I don't remember if this is how like the actual game opens or if this is like a truncated version. Oh, all those guys are dead, by the way. If there's like a truncated version like for the demo. Retained very little information about either of these games. I've not played a lot of them. A lady robot!
I've taken control of Sector 03 by driving away the flies that scourge our Earth. Still no reaction from Target Bravo.
I've managed to get inside the main shaft. Don't forget, Bio. If the target is still alive, you are to withdraw.
No, I'll just destroy it.
Don't underestimate them, or you'll end up dead.
That's what I'm waiting for.
These DVDs, man, turns out you can store a lot of data on them. All those videos, 13 other demos, and they've also included like this whole ass intro movie on here. It's kind of crazy. Oh no, not an unexpected hero storyline.
Good morning. Ready for combat operation.
Okay, is it gonna let us skip some of this tutorial? Because this tutorial, as I remember, this tutorial goes on for kind of a long time. Also, the in-game graphics look better than the cutscene did, I think. Okay, good. All right, yeah, we're just going right into it. All right, great.
I have confirmed that the target has ceased all functions. You are correct. You did win.
Who are you?
Demo ends.
I am Ada, the advanced battle computer of this Jehuti. I detect that you are not the frame runner who was
right.
scheduled to pilot the
Jehudis are what they're
orbital
called.
No, I'm not.
Like
I just
Jehudi dubs.
while trying to escape. Whoa!
I have detected several targets exterior to the hangar, unable to confirm the exact number from this position. Move outside following the direction of the arrow.
How do I do that?
Do you want me to explain how to manipulate the frame?
Please.
Roger.
Oh, god damn it. Okay. Oh, okay, good. Okay, this is skip it.
This is the end of the training session.
We'll stumble our way through.
To go out now. Let us get the Metatron ore from the nearest item box.
Metatron? What is...
It is an essential element of Jehuti. It is needed to automatically repair the body. Before going
repair
out,
the
you must
Jehudis,
first get the
Djibouti.
Metatron ore. We have obtained the Metatron ore. Completed automatic repairs to the body.
It's a good video game. So far, we've played, I think, about 8 seconds. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, this should be like an actual like level here now. So Square kind of does everything more or less, like at range. It gives you this gun, but then it turns into sword attacks. There's also destructible environments, so you know I'm into it. I think with these guys, you kind of have to get in their face because I think they're impervious to the particle attack or projectile attack.
I have detected a Type C orbital frame in front of our position. It is different from the ones we have previously experienced. Please be careful.
I found you. Get ready.
All right, time for a mech fight. It does a good job of like the camera, I feel, is really impressive in this game. Keeps everything like centered on screen.
I was too careless.
Now.
What? Are you crazy? It's just a kid. I can take care of him even without weapons.
I repeat, evacuate now. You have other things to do, don't you?
You embarrassed me this time, so look forward to the next time. See you again, boy.
Boy.
I will explain the mission plan. The mission is...
Okay, let's just skip it. Let's just see if there's any other parts of this demo.
We have obtained the program. We have obtained the scouting mode module. It enables us to fight against more than one enemy at a time. A lock-on related operation has been newly added. Let me bring up a window to explain its operation.
Ooh,
This
baby.
is the end of the training session.
This is what the full game is like, by the way. And usually, if we were playing the full game, we would actually go through
The module we have
all the
obtained allows us to
tutorializing.
select the command menu by press.
But truly, like
Damage increasing due to battle.
just let us blow shit up. Oh yeah, so we got like this punch attack you can do as well.
We have shot down the enemy. We will cease battle position.
Yeah, so I know that we have skipped, stuff here. So I'm not entirely sure kind of like what the moment to moment gameplay kind of is supposed to be. Obtain the flight mode module, move to another area using the area change of the command area. Okay, so we need to actually find this flight module, I guess. Could this be it over here? Oh no, that's Metatron for...
We have obtained the Metatron aura. We will hold battle position. Fire damage increasing due to battle. We have shot down the enemy. We will cease battle position.
Let's blow some shit up. There we go. There we go. Now it's a video game.
Damage to the surroundings increasing due to battle.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Battle position.
I'm going out of my way to make more more damage to the environments. Thank you very much.
We are heading for the outer area of the battle zone. We have obtained the passcode. We will hold battle position.
This is pretty much it, you know.
We have shot down the enemy.
This is basically what the game has to offer. Like, it's pretty cool, but pretty straightforward. I think it's why the second one,
The Metatron ore.
you know, it's kind of more highly regarded, because I think it does get a bit more complicated than
We
this.
have obtained the program. We have obtained the flying mode module. It allows us to move to other areas by choosing area change from the command menu.
Let's do it.
No, that's... It is residential block S02. I assume it is being attacked by orbital frames.
Residential block S02? That's where I live.
Not anymore, kid. Did I press it too early? Did I go to the right place? I did. Or I pressed, yeah, I went to the wrong spot. I needed to actually fly further into that area. There we go.
We are entering residential block S02.
Father, you are alive, aren't you?
I guess it kind of does like the ActRaiser thing. Kind of fly above the like world map, as it were.
Father,
I detect no human activity.
you mean everyone is dead?
That is a possibility, but it is more natural to assume the residents were previously evacuated.
Damn it.
I was hoping he was
Vital
dead.
Activity. I will zoom up on subject.
Salvis!
Do you know this person?
Yes.
Oh no, she has movie sickness. It's coughing up blood into that napkin.
Salvis! That is you, isn't it, Salvis? Are you alright, Salvis?
Stop saying my name over and over again.
Is that you, Leo? What are you doing here?
Leo.
What are you doing here?
Salvis.
You must evacuate to the shelter immediately.
But the children may still be in the church. So...
You're going to the church? That's impossible. It's suicide to even try. What? Are you crazy? There'll be no one there anyway.
Are you trying to unalive yourself?
You can't know for certain unless you go.
Forget about them. You can't do anything if you die too.
Well, I'm not dead yet.
All right, later.
Enemy has our position and range. I have detected a second shot fired directly at us.
Oh, I told you, didn't I?
I don't know about some of this writing.
You're the runner of Bravo? That frame's not a kid's toy. Get out of there now.
I'm not a kid.
There's the proof that you still are a kid.
Oh boy.
I thought a woman would be plenty. All right, I'm your target.
What? What? Okay, let's kill this guy. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm hammering on the square button. I'm really good at video games.
That was easy on you because you're a kid. Not anymore.
Why does this robot monster have eyes? Ooh, where are you going? Oh man, this guy has a long invincibility period.
Damage to the surroundings increasing due to damage. Damage index exceeding 50%.
Oh my god. Well, this is not the most interesting boss fight, that's for sure. Follows a very basic pattern. Oh, all right, we'll get him one more and we're done.
Damage index exceeding 75%, indicating major damage.
Done. I was gonna make a joke about end of demo, but nope, that really is just where it ends. Take out the boss, he falls over, game over. Well, there you go. That is it for what would be officially known as PlayStation Underground. Close this chapter and on to the next when the numbers get even higher. And we have a lot more to go. There are so many issues of official PlayStation Magazine. I mean, like if I just quickly look at the site that I was grabbing these from. There are literally another 50 issues. There are 50 issues of official PlayStation magazine to go through, and that's just on the PS2 alone. There are so many other systems and demo discs and things that are out there, so plenty to keep us occupied for sure. Well into next year and beyond. But yeah, that's gonna do it for our demo dive tonight. Kind of a mixed bag. The 5.1 PlayStation Underground that we just looked at was a better release than the last one for PS1. Poor showing. Having fucking like the Grinch be like the last game that you go out on is a weird, yeah, no bueno. But now that we are officially in like the PS2 ecosystem, there's probably gonna be some interesting things that come up, because obviously the PS1's library was enormous, right? Like to this day I still am exposed to new PS1 games I didn't know, that I never knew existed. The PS2 library is like 3 times as large as the PS1's is. It is an absolutely insane amount of games being developed by a ridiculous amount of developers. So I am excited to see just how varied the coverage becomes, because at some point they're gonna fucking run out of sports bullshit to talk about, and they're gonna have to start exploring a lot of other things, right? Like we have like the Jack and Daxters, the Ratchet and Clanks happening, there's going to be a whole new wave of like first person shooters. There's going to be so many things that are going to fucking explode as the PS2 library continues to expand. So look forward to the next demo disc dive, as we're going to see a whole lot more of what that system had to offer, and just video games in general. I don't know if there must have been like an Xbox equivalent, because there was definitely one for the 360, because I used to buy those magazines. But I'll see if I can find anything, if there were like demo discs for like the original Xbox as well. It'd be cool to kind of like run these in tandem. Like we look at a PS2 disc and then like an Xbox disc and kind of like do like a compare and contrast kind of thing. There weren't demo discs for the GameCube, as far as I know. There was no kind of coverage there. Obviously there was still, I think there might have been like a Nintendo magazine that existed for, maybe. I might also just be thinking of like Game Informer and Game Pro. Like by that point, we're now entering the era of like, not generic gaming magazines, but like industry wide covering magazines, right? Like Game Pro and Game Informer were like, they were not tied to any one particular system or publisher. They were just all video games. So there may be some stuff to discover there, but for sure I will see if original Xbox demo discs were a thing, and if they were, we will absolutely check out some of those. But for now, that is going to do it for this evening. I am planning on being back on Saturday. Something that I haven't done on this channel in a while is play a fucking video game. So I am going to come back on Saturday afternoon. It'll be earlier in the day stream, and we'll probably try to run a little bit longer than usual. We're going to do one of two things, and it's going to be depending on what my mood is. We're either going to go finish Metal Gear Solid VR missions. Yes, after this long, we're still going to finish the rest of that game. Or we're going to dive back into Dino Crisis. I got exactly one play session of Dino Crisis done, and then unfortunately just a huge unplanned break happened. And then another happened after Extra Life when I got sick, so which I'm still like recovering from, you know, in some parts of my throat. So there are things to catch up on, and there are things that I want to have done before the year is over, and we are rapidly running out of time. So this Saturday will be a big gaming day for sure. It is just however I feel that day, that'll be the game that we play. And then as we go into the following weeks, we'll start doing more like regular stuff, like on the weeknights and everything, where we can get back into a little bit more of a flow. Maybe we'll do another demo disc dive a week from now on Tuesdays. It seems like Tuesdays tend to be the days that these just like fall on. It just kind of feels natural. But I might break it up for the sake of trying to get through some other games that we started this year and then ended up not finishing. So as always, you can find out specifics of when that stuff is going to happen most immediately in the Discord. If you are not a member of it, feel free to join in. It's where all sorts of conversations. There are ongoing conversations about The Wizard right now in there, talking about that fucking movie. But that is also where I will post updates on what's coming up on streams, and also we'll turn to the community for ideas on things to play. So feel free to join the Discord if you are down for that sort of a thing. And we're gonna get out of here. It looks like Viria is doing what is just like a cozy co-work session. So it's probably, I imagine she's just like chilling and probably getting some work done. So let's go chill out with Viria if I can. What is going on? Why is... Okay. My browser started acting crazy for a second. Boom. There we go. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. This was another fun one. Like I said before, like I love doing these demo disc dives, and we will absolutely keep going. Hey, Kaz, thanks for hanging out. You are very welcome for stream. Thank you for being here. Yeah, like I said, I will be back on Saturday. Stay tuned for whatever that's going to be. If you are in the States and you do celebrate Thanksgiving or are going to celebrate Thanksgiving in some form or another, have a very happy Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy it very well. If you are abstaining from it, that is valid, and I hope you have a wonderful day regardless, removed from any of that, whether it be for stress or personal reasons, whatever it is, whatever the case. Have a wonderful rest of the week. Have a wonderful evening, and I will catch you guys all on the next one. Give some love to Varia, and I will catch you guys on this weekend. Adios.